Yeah, got a lot of excitement going on. Got a lot of NFC wide open. NFC wide open. Here's some of the player of the weeks from last week. 17 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 5 catches for 35 yards. Cohen doing what Cohen does. If you expect loss, you're not paying attention to the league. Solid, continuously doing the same thing over and over. And he's just being very highly productive for the Bears offense. They got OBJ over there too. Woo, getting scary. Here we go. Georgia for the Cardinals, 6 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 1 touchdown for defensive player of the week. In the NFC, over to the offensive side, we got Eckler, still on fire from last year. Your offensive player of the year from the previous year. Turned out 21 carries, 245 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 3 receptions for 42 yards and another receiving touchdown. Eckler's been a steady main diet for that Chargers offense. If you ain't coming to stop him, don't show up. Defensively for the AFC, you got Michael Parsons for the Jets, 9 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. He's the man in the middle for the Jets. Solid, young superstar, ready to make plays every week. Here we go. I'm gonna look into some of this schedule right here. Check out some of these games. Some games haven't played, some games not yet. You got the Giants versus the Browns. Giants coming off a crazy win last week where the Cowboys take the go in the last second touchdown to take the lead with probably a minute left in the game. But Cowboys go for 2, run stretch, backside slant RPO. Instead of handing the stretch out that would have walked in, he threw the backside RPO for the 6. Well, not 6, for the pick 2 on a 2-point conversion, putting the Giants back ahead about 1 and getting the football. Just ran the clock out. So, stole 1. That's the definition of stealing 1 last week. They got the Browns. Browns, they coming to run that ball. Definitely coming to run that ball. They got some new pieces at receiver. Looking to see who's going to be that next guy up in the offense without Odell Beckham being there. They got a new quarterback starting for them this year. They picked up out of free agency. See what they can do. Heavy dose of the run game. They got Hunt still 99 overall, highest overall rated back in our league, and they drafted the highest rated rookie running back in our league. So, they're gonna run the ball right at you. I'm taking the Giants in this one. I think the Giants got a little more balanced attack going right now, while the Browns are still figuring out that passing game. Should be a good one though. Definitely gonna be close. Next one we got Vikings Lions. Big Hurt coming back to the league. Haven't seen him play, so don't know much about him. I think he struggled last week against String Bean and the Bears, which most people do, especially struggling against that defense. Might be another tough one again for him in the division with the Detroit Lions. I know they just scored a lot of points last week. Not sure who the name is of that receiver, but number 11 with the turf tape was balling. This week I'm gonna just go with the familiar face with the Lions. I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna choose him in this one. We got the Ravens and the Bengals divisional match. This division has had the lowest amount of wins, but amongst each other they're very highly competitive. So they play close games with a lot of people, especially in the division. I'm going to choose the Ravens in this one. I just think they're running attack with Ely, the big guy on the outside Telford with the speed of Marquise Brown. Too much on offense for him. Very solid defense of the Ravens. Bengals still figuring it out. Still very new to the Madden connected franchise. Got a rookie quarterback that he should be very excited about. Be able to make some plays with him. Rondale Moore is gonna make a big play too. But Jags won big. String Bean is going through some Wi-Fi difficulties as of lately. He said there's no excuse. Threw for a lot of yards, but when you throw 5 picks, that's kind of how you lose by 3 scores, and then get sacked 6 times. It's kind of what happened. So But what I've always seen from the Jags, man, he's gonna bring pressure. He's gonna make things chaotic for you with his defense. He's gonna make plays with those guys. Goff, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So they were giving the ball to each other back and forth. No fumbles in this game, which is I always think the fumble always happens in a game of football, video game or real life. It's just gonna happen, but not in this game. Nice day, solid day for Fournette, rushing the ball. Cohen, unlike his week last week, 9 carries, only 28 yards. Receiver Anthony Miller had a big day, averaging 50 a catch, 2 touchdowns. Probably just needed a little more from Cohen and they would have had a game. A little less throws, a little more Cohen. I think we have a bigger game. 2 big catches by him, averaging almost 50 yards a pop for Cedric Miles in the score. Defensively, obviously, is what this game was. Have any defensive touchdowns in this game? We had 2 defensive touchdowns by the Jags, which what I thought would show up, and that's the difference in the game. That's the biggest difference in the game. It's the run game, the lack of run game for Cohen, and the 2 scores on defense for the Jags. We got Bucks Chiefs. Chiefs got some pieces on that team still. Got some things. Still got the Cheetah. He's gonna make a big play. Still got Puka Williams in the backfield. Gonna make a big play. Just how many big plays can the Chiefs make? They're going against the roster of the Bucks, man. When it comes to that team, it's not really about the user. It's about the Bucks, and the new user that the Bucks have is going to blitz you and play man, and he's going to run his blitz schemes, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. That's just the monster that the NFC got to deal with. I got the Bucks big in this one. Too much defense. Offense will make a play. The offense will make enough plays to stretch it out even more, but it's ultimately going to be the defense for the Bucks. You got the Dolphins Pats division game. New Dolphins user hasn't played the Pats yet. He had his so-called like stream being said, "Welcome to the league" moment playing against the Jets last week. Even though it was a blowout, I think the Dolphins played really good defense. The game got away late, but early in the first half, I think the Dolphins was playing great. Just got some unlucky breaks with fumbles and pass interferences in the end zone from long throws that led to field goals for the Jets. But I think it's to be a good game. I'm actually going for the Dolphins in this one. Like, show me what you got, J Drop. Cardinals and Packs. Packers still doing a rotation thing with the 2 young quarterbacks, both dual threat. Solid roster too. Cardinals definitely got a good roster. Still got the crazy run game with Hill, and I think he still has Kamara, but he still got a Hill, man. So that's the one that's going to go. You got to stop him from making big plays. Still got Mike Evans on the outside, Mr. 101. I'm gonna choose the Cardinals in this game. Had the Colts and the Jets play earlier as well. 42-3 victory. A lot of offense early for the Jets. Tyree Jackson threw for 3 touchdowns, but also threw 2 picks, 197 yards. Kyler Murray had 153 yards with no touchdowns with 4 picks. Kind of a rough day. Evans, running back for the Jets, rookie, 19 carries for 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, but lost a fumble. Backup quarterback King, 6 carries, 32 yards. Derrick Henry held to 1.4 yards a carry on 11 touches and 2 fumbles. He eventually was taken out the game by the Colts. I guess after that second fumble, took a big hit from the linebacker. Ruggs had a big game catching the ball. Not a lot of passing from the Jets, as you can see. Like I said, you got a lot of passing, a lot of short catches, a lot of catches early for the Colts. Defensively, Colts was led by Reggie Williams with 9 tackles. Terrell Lewis, Jabril Cole both had 3 sacks. Michael Parsons had a sack. Vontae Williams had a one-handed interception. Jabril Cole had a pick. Kenneth Murray had an interception. As Ricks caught a pick 6 as well, his first of the year. Hopefully be many more. On to the Falcons-Broncos game. Lucky lefty for the Broncos. New user, don't know anything about him yet. Hope to see him play soon. Get a good feel for him. Good luck to him. Based off familiarity, I'm just going to go with the Falcons. Too much run game. Smart passing game, and going to keep everything in front of defense with the cover 3. Let's see if he blitzes today. I'm going to jump into these right after these predictions right here. We got the Bills and the 49ers. E-Fly first 2 weeks were rough weeks. Had to play probably the top team from the AFC and the top team from the NFC with the Jets and the Rams. 2 big losses. Definitely see him getting it back on track this week with the big passing game and against the 49ers. The 49ers got some good young talent at defensive line. Baker Mayfield quarterback with some young guys at receiver. Le'Veon Bell running the ball well. 49ers will be productive on offense as well. I think this would be around a 30-point scoring game, both sides. 35-28, 35-31, something like that. But I got the Bills in this one. We got Redskins, Saints. I'm gonna take the Redskins in this one. They coming off a rough week with the rough offensive week against the Bucks and all that blitzing, all that talent, all that speed they have over there, and just couldn't overcome it. This week I think he bounces back. It's great with solid defense, which he did show last week, and just had a couple plays didn't go his way. He gets offense back on track this week. Saints, like I said, I haven't watched much of them play. I like to see more of them. Like I said, got a big fair sin win against the Falcons last week, so that'd be good. Headed into this week 3 matchup, just to keep it rolling. Texans divisional game should be a good one right here. Titans one of the AFC favorites as well. Told me he's coming for that crown, taking it from the Jets, and I believe him. Should be a big divisional game for him right here. I think he'll take it right here. Great defense, really great defense by the Titans. You know you're gonna get great defense from them. Gonna make some big plays on defense as well. That linebacker Nakobe Dean is a guy, and Dory Jackson, they just make play after play after play. On offense, he's gonna run the ball. He's got a new rookie quarterback that's passing all over the yard, and he's got some great receivers: Peoples Jones, Corey Davis, John Ross. He got weapons, man. And I think he just acquired a running back from the Bucks for a 3rd and a 4th. He just got Ronald Jones. So I added speed to his backfield to go along with the spin cycle. Texans, man. I like the Texans. What they do with Deshaun Watson, man. He's not afraid to take off with Watson up the middle. If he doesn't see his routes there, and I know Watson had a 100-yard game already this season rushing, and then you got the running back you got to deal with, D-Hop you got to deal with. So Texas definitely gonna make plays. Can he make enough plays? Chargers versus Steelers. I got the Titans in that game, by the way. Chargers versus Steelers. Going to go with the Chargers in the run game. Eckler, man, it's not much more for me to say. It's Eckler. Can you stop him? If you don't, you lose. And I don't think the Steelers is going to stop him. But Steelers will also make plays themselves on offense in the run game. So I like to see how this matchup goes. It can either be a very low scoring game or be a big scoring game for the Chargers. So I'm going to go choose the Chargers in this one. Getting a couple of these games that were played. Cowboys-Eagles divisional game. This is the second time already playing in 3 weeks. Cowboys won the first one, and they won the second one big. Just dominated on defense. I watched the stream. It was a dominating performance by the defense. Young quarterback, first year starting. As a rookie, was the backup to Fromm. Getting his time to shine right here. Starting the season off 2-1, should be 3-0. He had a good game, no turnovers, 2 touchdowns, 264 yards, 156.2 passer rating. Can't get much better than that. Jordan Love, 160, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. 10 for 22. Rushing, Travis Etienne, 8 carries for 64 yards, 8 yards a pop. Elliott, 8 carries for 60 yards, 7.5 yards a pop, and 2 touchdowns. Eagles running back, 17 carries, 59 yards, only 3.5 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Looking for a better day. Ramirez had a couple scrambles. For 14 yards. That's the quarterback. Big day for Garrett Wilson. Saw him make a crazy one-hand catch. It's amazing because I was looking at the stream and Waddle was wide open on the right side, would have walked into the end zone, but then you may see Garrett make the one-hand catch, and you're just like, wow, and you shut your mouth. Had a touchdown today. Tight end Lazard had a touchdown as well, 2 catches, 82 yards. Big plays. You had Ertz with 3 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb 3 catches, 50 yards. Hazelwood 2 catches as well. Spreading it around out there in Philly. Eagles defense was led by Sean Wade, 8 tackles, and DeMarcus Lawrence, 10 years, man, in this league, and it's like he doesn't get older, man. It's just something about him and Khalil Mack. I'm like, when this guy's gonna drop off, when they gonna retire, and they don't. And they rack up sacks, and DeMarcus Lawrence, man, 4 sacks on the day, big. We had a couple interceptions here for the 2 linebackers called picks, Josh Uche and Leighton Vander Esch. Like I said, big game for Dallas. They got it going on right now. Like I said, should be 3-0. At the Panthers and the Raiders. Honestly, this is a shock right here for me. Big win for the Panthers, 23-3. I probably would have chose the Raiders, to be honest with you. Panthers didn't have the best year last year, but hey, they're coming out here a little bit better game, playing with a style, I guess. You got Justin Herbert, 130, and a touchdown, no interceptions, so that's a good game. Only sacked twice. You got Russell Wilson, 58, 22 passer rating, 58 yards, 2 interceptions, sacked 10 times. So definitely a struggle for Russell out there in Oakland, or Vegas. Where are they playing right now? But Bernard Donnelly tried to put his team on the back. This wasn't enough. I mean, he had a monster day. 19 carries for 184 yards, 9.57 the clip, 5 broken tackles. Just need a little more for 107 yards and a touchdown, running behind that big offensive line that the Panthers has built. Spread the wealth in the passing game for Oakland. A lot of different guys with touches, not many yards. You got the 2 big guys. You got 2 guys making catches for the Panthers. Touchdown for Judy on 3 catches, 59 yards. Brian Burns led the way on defense for the Panthers, and Brandon Smith led the way on defense for the Raiders. 5 sacks for Brian Burns. Who else joined him? 5 sacks for him, 2 for Prince, and a couple other guys with 1. Interception for Anthony Cook and Renee Harrison. Last game, we got Seattle and LA. Number 1 team in the NFC. Big win over Seattle. Seattle's first game back. I'm not sure if he played this last weekend. Oh, he did play. He said he's in tank mode, man. He doesn't believe in his quarterback, Jacob Tucker, right now. He went 136 yards and 3 interceptions, no touchdowns, 19.5 passer rating. I can understand why he's not in belief of him, but hey, build with that young man to go get somebody else. Don't give it up. Keep fighting. Put KB in there, man. Let him run around. You got Fromm had 116 yards. Not a big day for him. 2 interceptions. Had a score. Todd Gurley, big day. That's where the big day came from. Todd Gurley had 17 carries for 160 yards, 2 tutties. Swift had a nice day to go along with Carson. Brandon Cooks 4 catches, 74 yards, led the way for the only person that had more than 1 catch. It looks like for LA. No, they had a guy with 2 down there. Not a big day for Metcalf. Passing game was in check. It looks like a lot of sacks here. Look like I see 7 sacks already just right here looking at it. Aaron Donald had 2. Marcus Davenport had 4. So Case Stover had a sack. Them boys coming. Seen a couple blitzes. Seen a couple DB blitzes out of and there's one of the sites right there from Jalen Jones that I saw a couple DB blitzes coming from the Rams. So he's bringing that pressure, getting pressure just from the D-line guys. Got a double up on Aaron Donald. 2 interceptions for Murphy, 1 with Jalen Jones. Trey Flowers and Shaquille Griffin caught a pick as well. That is all for the games this week. A lot of talking. Hope I did alright. Like I said, week 3, get these games in. Divisional game stream. Not sure who the game of the weeks will be that I haven't played yet. Let's see, who do we have? Any big games left? Probably have to go with the Reds. Looking like the Redskins Saints probably the biggest game right now. So it's looking at still early. So not many games that's on the line right now. You got the Dolphins, Patriots are both 1-1. Who's gonna take that next step in the division, be in second. Giants and Browns should be a good one. That might be a game of the week right there, caliber. Other than that, man, that's it. Hard to check on the stats this early in the year. Not many guys, only 3 games being played. Some guys haven't even played those 3 yet. League leader in passing through 3 games is Trevor Lawrence. Bears working on that passing game. He has 8 more interceptions than touchdowns. Patriots is in second right now as well, with double the interceptions than touchdowns. So all your top 3 passing leaders all have more interceptions than touchdowns right now, but they're leading in the yards. Leading rusher is Tariq Cohen with 40 carries and 436 yards, followed by Gurley and Melvin Gordon. Leading receiver is Odell Beckham right now, 328 yards, 3 tutties, 14 catches. Leading tackler is Jatavius Brown, and he hasn't even played his 3rd game yet, and he's already the league leader. League leader in sacks is DeMarcus Lawrence with 7, followed by Davenport with 7, Aaron Donald with 6. So, I mean, your leaders right now is just all NFC guys. They bring the house, they bring the pressure. League leader in interceptions is another Ram. So, the Ram is like he's taking over in the absence of the old Bucks. The Rams like he's going to be that next guy to take over all the stats. I mean, he's taking over everything. You got Gladney. My guy Gladney's still there. Still gonna make noise, but we're working on somebody else. We're gonna pull him out. We're gonna pull him out. Here we go. So enjoy your week 3. Enjoy this Corona. Stay safe. Be inside. Practice your social distancing. Quarantine. Get your drinks. Get your blunts. Whatever you gotta do to help you stay inside. You do that. Enjoy your Saturday night. Get your games in. God bless.